Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my shocking news channel. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Sister Wives fans have had strong feelings about Robyn Brown for years. And as it turns out, the original three wives admitted they saw red flags right from the start. As time goes on and viewers watch the family crumble on screen, they can also point to many concerning moments. But what are some of the biggest instances that really grabbed fans' attention? For 19 seasons on TLC, Sister Wives viewers have witnessed incredibly worrisome behavior from Robyn Brown. From manipulation to false tears, it's hard to tell which tactic she will resort to next. But one viewer thinks there is one instance that should have been a clue from the beginning. Robyn's first red flag, a Reddit user posted on the platform recently. Watching season 1, the behavior of her children beside the behavior of the OG 13 seeing Robyn's children, how they acted in her home, especially on the wedding day, is very indicative of the chaos that she would bring and manifest. Especially when you see all of the OG 13 interacting together and doing chaotic things, but even the youngest ones are pretty chill and well-mannered. The op goes on to discuss how environmental factors probably played a role here. The original 13 children grew up in relaxed homes with many different siblings. Meanwhile, Robyn's three oldest only had each other. It's even more interesting watching from hindsight knowing that Robyn needed a nanny for her few, when Christine basically had all of the OGs on her own. And seeing how Aurora and Brianna have turned out so absolutely unable to navigate the world. Other Redditors add their own ideas. When it comes to Robyn Brown, other viewers admitted they could point to no shortage of red flags. They left comments including, "I will say, the OG kids had older, adolescent siblings to model their behavior. Hadn't been through a divorce, living with a single parent, and that anyone who would marry a man with three wives is a red flag. She wouldn't even leave her kids with the OG moms for her honeymoon. But you'll marry into the family for tilde eternity." Her first red flag was having the child of one of his wives come be her nanny. Her kids have very typical trauma response behaviors. They had an extremely difficult childhood and it is apparent in how they acted then and how they act now. She was not a good parent ever. Not meeting him halfway when courting was blatant disregard for the other wives. To me it was a red flag that she wasn't being a team player from the jump and expected to be catered to. It set the tone for the dynamic and never changed. Sister Wives fans watch Robyn Brown's actions and can't help but question her motives. In one scene in particular, fans deem her interactions with her sister wives as gross. Fans rewatch Robyn Brown and see scenes with new eyes. Seemingly, Sister Wives fans look at where the family is now and see how sad it is Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown chose to leave. However, they also know that it wasn't without cause. When people go back through old scenes they often see them with fresh eyes. Many fans have discussed that during rewatches, it is clear Robyn Brown didn't have good intentions. That was the case with Robyn in one scene fans deem as gross. On Reddit, Sister Wives fans discuss how in an earlier season, Robyn Brown was eager to point out how much thinner she was than her sister wives while they were working to get fit. Or at the very least, she wasn't reading the room while Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown were outside their comfort zone weighing themselves on TV. One user mentioned that Robyn shouted, "Woo," after seeing her weight. She was the last one to step on the scales and had witnessed each of her sister wives struggling before her. Likewise, the Redditor remembers that Robyn pointed out the stretch marks and weight gain that Kody Brown accepted in Meri, Janelle, and Christine. Another Sister Wives fan adds, "This whole scene felt gross." The original poster adds, "Yes, IDKY they were even weighing themselves on camera. They never lost weight and he likes bigger girls so it was just not needed to embarrass them. I feel like this was TLC's idea." Someone else comments, "I remember being sorta surprised, and not in a good way, that this weigh-in was filmed. It's a sensitive subject for many people." But another fan thinks Meri was just as bad as Robyn Brown in the icky scene. They say, Meri in the back yelling to the whole gym, "How much does Christine weigh?" Both her and Robyn were nasty in this scene. Robyn is sick. Janelle Brown's secret was spilled. Additionally, Someone else thinks that Janelle Brown wasn't prepared to share her weight. Not only was Robyn Brown's personal celebration a jab, but the entire scene required Janelle to go with the flow after revealing her secret. Listen to Janelle in the beginning. Doesn't sound like it was consensual that they were going to share their numbers. Not cool. I'm sure it's hard to see yourself on TV and maybe not how you thought you were. I meant specifically when she made it clear, hey, don't announce my weight, and he did it anyway. That was a jerk move, but he himself may not be a jerk. Maybe he was not paying attention. Someone else stands up for Robyn Brown. I honestly think the woo is just because she's so incredibly awkward and didn't know what to do. LMAO. When Robyn Brown was referencing Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown's weight in the season 17 tell-all, she was trying to defend Kody Brown for sticking it out through thick and thin. However, the play on words was also very literal. His wife's bodies physically changed throughout their marriage, like many people's bodies do. But fans debate whether Kody was ever truly into curvy women. Since his diesel jeans model was a big catch for him, some fans think Kody preferring curves is among the many scripted narratives he promoted. I have always thought that Kody likes curvy girls as part of his goofy, involved dad PR pitch. A man that liked curvy women wouldn't have said how unappealing Christine's body was or be so smitten with his thinner, younger trophy wife. But other fans think Kody didn't just like Robyn Brown's body type. One person adds, OTOH, Janelle and him have always hinted at great attraction and chemistry, so I don't think it's about that. Also, Meri and Robyn both underscore Kody isn't into the skinny body type. Just because Kody happens to be smitten with Robyn, and Robyn is a thin woman, no longer by the way, doesn't mean that's why he's smitten. Sister Wives star Paedon Brown can be very outspoken at times, much like his mom and dad, Christine Brown Woolley and Kody Brown. But now he reveals the sad reason that he stopped watching his family on the show. Oftentimes, Sister Wives star Paedon Brown comes across as a loud, boisterous person. He doesn't hold back with his strong opinions and has even ruffled feathers along the way. Furthermore, some people have described his online content as intense, loud, obnoxious, and opinionated. But in one vulnerable moment, Paedon shares he has struggled with many issues that made him stop watching the show. On Reddit, Sister Wives fans discuss that Paedon Brown has a very sad reason that he doesn't watch the show. One user came across one of Paedon's reels reposted by the Sister Wives Fan Forever page on Facebook. It had text overlaid, saying, "A quick look at my past." Admittedly, Paedon reveals it isn't because of his family that he quit watching, it is an internal battle that keeps him from watching. In a moment of sincerity, Paedon shares that at 12 years old his parents, Kody and Christine Brown, were incredible, but he didn't like himself. Sadly, Paedon tells fans he has had negative body issues since he was 9. Additionally, he says after they moved he began facing depression issues as well. In his mind, people will only remember the worst part of his life. However, Paedon Brown flips the switch and talks about how he catches himself in the mirror now and feels so much better about himself. Although he knows he still has a ways to go, he thinks he looks great now. Mostly, he knows he has come a long way from where he was when he hated himself. He wants to change how people see him, so he has started making content online showing his fun, quirky, and great-looking side. Paedon shares he has overcome many hard things. But the Redditor posting the message wonders if it is a cry for help. After the initial post, several other Sister Wives fans discuss how Paedon Brown is doing now. Some people recognize that life on reality TV during the teenage years can be especially brutal. I don't know the full story behind why everyone doesn't like him, but imagine being a kid and having your whole life put out like that, especially those awkward years. I know that there's a reason people don't like him, but I feel really bad for him and all the kids. They never had a choice. The original poster adds, "I feel bad for him, I hope he is okay." Seems like he is struggling. Perhaps he is acknowledging this, for transparency and probably to document his growth. But the poor guy, he was a child and is hard on himself. Behavior. Seemingly, Sister Wives star, Paedon Brown posted the TikTok video originally on August 20, 2024. After viewing the clip, some people had empathy while others still felt disgust. He has lived in an environment most people wouldn't wish on anyone. However, some people think his behavior is unexcusable. One person explains people's dislike for Paedon. I believe it's because during season 9 Christine, when packing for a trip, tells Gwen she needs to come because she can't be left alone with Paedon, and from there it came out that Paedon had been abusive to Gwen during childhood, including physical violence. Both Gwen and Paedon have admitted this. But as you mention, we all know the horrible lives these kids have lived. Meri is a naturalist because she was enjoying nature. Some thought instead he was calling her a naturist, who tends to be a nudist. Another person added, this is the kind of magic that happens here. As if fire pits, tree chopping, and exploring puddles only can happen on that basic piece of land. He's still clinging to the magical CP narrative. He and Soban are dreaming up storylines. Someone said, I thought naturalists are nudists lol. Several people think it is great the kids are playing outside. One said, definitely agree here. Free play in nature is good for children's development and they shouldn't have to be constantly entertained by flashy toys. Sister Wives fans are slamming Robyn Brown as a financial drain on the family, and they have collected their facts. She joined the formerly plural family in 2010 with 3 children from a previous marriage, yet she did not bring anything else with her. So, how else did she bring the Browns down monetarily? When Robyn Brown joined the plural family as wife number 4, she came in with 3 kids and a lot of debt. It was unclear if she had a job or how she was supporting herself. The OG3 lived in one home with their dozen children and Kody Brown. He worked a full-time job, as did second wife, Janelle Brown. First wife, Meri Brown, was in school and had been working but lost her job. He talks like the male version of Mykelti. Someone else remembered, the ugly things he's said about Leon might have something to do with it. I think Paedon is vile. Additionally, some people thought his switch in the video was icky. One user said, this is dramatic. Also, referring to himself as a great-looking guy. I'm cringing. The majority of Christine's kids are a god-awful mashup of Kody and Christine's worst traits. Ever since the original wives left Kody Brown, many Sister Wives fans suspected that tell-all memoirs would be just around the corner. Now, it seems that Christine Brown Woolley will be the first of the women to publicly share her story. New information on a prominent publisher's website recently revealed information about the upcoming memoir. Sister Wives fans have thoroughly enjoyed watching Christine Brown stand on her own after leaving Kody. In recent episodes, they've seen her pursue entrepreneurship and explore life with her new husband, Devid. Now that she's free, the reality star wants to share her own story with the world. Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom, will be available for fans to read this fall. From TLC's Sister Wives star Christine Brown Woolley, a groundbreaking and heartfelt memoir about living in a family like no other and finding the strength to leave Mormonism, and the only life she's known, behind. A description of the book on the Simon & Schuster website reveals. The description goes on to detail Christine's lofty dreams of having the perfect polygamous family. Growing up, she was well aware that her faith and family's practices weren't widely accepted. However, she strived to be an excellent sister wife and mother someday. The site goes on to highlight Kody and Christine's marriage in 1994. She became his third wife and the family lived in secrecy until 2010 when Sister Wives premiered on TLC. Then, she knew her life was about to change. Christine hoped to show fans how great the polygamous lifestyle could be. However, she never anticipated it would all fall apart. The reality star never envisioned herself in a monogamous marriage. But after meeting Devid Woolley, she couldn't be happier. Fans imagine reflecting in the memoir was likely a healing experience for Christine. Now, in this candid tell-all, Christine shares for the first time the journey that led her away from the Mormon church and the bold path she is carving to live apart from all she has ever known. The description concludes. Moving, genuine, and insightful, this is a uniquely powerful tour de force of Christine's journey toward and beyond her time in the spotlight as a sister wife. Further information on the website reveals Christine's memoir is 288 pages and has a release date of September 16, 2025. There is no cover art as of the time of writing. Undoubtedly, at times, it is easy for Sister Wives fans to hate Kody and Robyn Brown. After watching the family fall apart, it's difficult not to point fingers. But some fans wonder if Kody deserves the same measure of grace as his former wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown. For people who have watched Sister Wives unfold, Robyn and Kody Brown have defaulted as the villains in the show. However, Meri, Janelle, Christine, Robyn, and Kody were all in it together. They each had a share in what went down. But some of Kody's actions are hard to dismiss. So does Kody deserve the same grace as his wives? On Reddit, some Sister Wives fans discuss how it can be difficult to give grace to Meri, Janelle, Christine, Robyn, and Kody Brown. Seeing the dysfunction they lived through for so many years, but then watching them still have many material things has one fan questioning why people feel sorry for them. Unmistakably, Sister Wives shows that each member of the plural marriage had their strengths and weaknesses. A huge portion of the crumbling came down to communication and trust. Although they were all in it together, some fans justify that Kody Brown has a larger part of the burden to bear. Another person explores giving Kody Brown grace. They say, it's not a popular opinion, but you have a point. He was raised in a culture that puts men on a pedestal and subjugates women. Of course, he's bitter. He was told if you XYZ life will be great and God will take care of you. It's a huge blow to a person's sense of self when you come to realize that you've been sold a pile of BS and you fell for it. I do believe he felt pressured to take on more wives and create more children by his religion. And the way he thinks about women and treats them is a direct reflection of what he's been brought up to believe. It's sad for everyone, but another user sees the religion doesn't treat them fairly and questions why should anyone else. They say, if the cult abused and mistreated the men like the women, then I might agree. Each polygamist husband is the high priest of his family. He gets to make all the rules. It's not an equal playing field in any way at all. The men have all the power. Oh, I agree, but it's not right to teach them that that's how a healthy relationship works. During Sister Wives Season 18 Tell All, Meri Brown made it clear her voice would be heard. However, she's been beating around the bush and Christine Brown woolly snuck in for the win. But fans slam Christine for her new book. Furthermore, they criticize wondering about the truth. Recently, Sister Wives fans discovered that Christine Brown woolly has beaten Meri Brown to the punch by writing her tell-all book first. Unless Meri steps it up and pulls the trigger on her new book, fans will get Christine's take before hers in September 2025. While some fans are stoked to get all the juicy details, others are slamming it ahead of the release. Furthermore, some fans don't know if they can trust it is true even if she spills the tea. On Reddit, Sister Wives fans discuss how Christine Brown woolly has a book she is preparing to release in the fall. Undoubtedly, Redditors had many things to say about the groundbreaking content and the big ask of nearly $40 per copy. But some people question how they can believe that this version of the book is true as opposed to what has been shown on TV or written in the first Sister Wives book. 1 user says, they've already written one book and now admit a lot of what they wrote were lies. Why do we think she'll tell the truth now? Someone suggests the book will revolve around Christine and Devid woolly's happily ever after story. Lots of gushing over monogamous life with Devid, I bet. Another fan isn't believing Christine Brown woolly has much to tell. They say, blech, probably. And we've all heard 500 times how fabulously happy she is with Devid. Good for her. But overkill at this point. What hasn't she said already? Christine, out of all of them, has been a far more open book than the other wives. Hard to picture what she hasn't already shared. Furthermore, since Christine Brown woolly still has open storylines on Sister Wives, some people think her hands are tied from revealing much until the show ends. Unless Christine is spilling about information outside the show, there is most likely an NDA that restricts her. Although some Sister Wives viewers dismiss Christine Brown woolly's new book as old news, others entertain the idea of reading it. While $39 is a bit too steep for some, others offered that the digital versions are much less pricey. However, some people think it is worth waiting until it is available to check out at the library or grabbing it at a deep discount secondhand. $39. I wouldn't pay that for a book from Jesus himself. Lol, she's so over the top I can't imagine what she would sound like in writing. And it won't be anything new, just rehashing her survival story that she was totally fine with as her kids were abused but left when she got cut off from the sex. I agree, and whatever is new or groundbreaking will find its way to Reddit, so I'm not reading all that. Add to library list because I ain't giving these grifters money. Currently, no book cover is available, but Christine's memoir is 288 pages. Its release date is September 16, 2025. Sister Wives star Christine Brown is having an exciting year. On screen, she and her husband Devid started putting together an Airbnb. And on top of that, a prominent publisher just announced they plan to publish her memoir this fall. But more than anything, Sister Wives fans love seeing the reality star explore love and marriage with Devid Woolley. They agree Christine has finally found her true love. In Sunday night's new episode, Devid and Christine had a unique experience planning out their Airbnb. See what some fans think they're true visionaries. Christine Brown and Devid Woolley have a blast with their Airbnb designs. Christine Brown has always been the silly one among the Sister Wives cast members. Sadly, that meant she often clashed with Kody. But in her second marriage, it seems she finally met her match. Devid allows her true colors to shine through and viewers love to see it. Devid and Christine Woolley discussed plans for their Airbnb, including a shrimp room. Fans and other cast members alike weren't quite sure what they meant, but the couple had fun giggling over their inside joke. It prompted one fan to bring their vision to life. Devid is a visionary, one Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit, attaching an obvious AI-crafted image on the platform. Although it wasn't one of Devid's designs, some fans found it charming. They enjoyed seeing a somewhat realistic rendering of the shrimp room. Based on the conversation, it doesn't seem like everyone understood that the photo was AI generated. But those who did had a good chuckle over the situation. Other Redditors laughed about the sea-themed room. It's probably not quite what Devid and Christine Woolley had in mind, but it certainly suits the couple's jovial nature. Reddit users wrote, "I'm watching this episode as I scroll. I am currently very confused by the shrimp room idea. It makes more sense in a coastal town. But this makes the visuals make sense. Aren't those lobsters though? I don't know what shrimp look like before they are cooked lol. But I don't think they have claws. Why do I love this?" Quote, "This is really how I kinda thought that bedroom was going to turn out. Oh my eyes, I could not wake up to that every day. No, 10 out of 10 would sleep in there." In March 2024, Sister Wives fans all over the world felt shocked and deeply saddened by Garrison Brown's death. TLC took care to edit him out of the bulk of season 19, but eagle-eyed fans can still spot him here and there. Today this day, viewers speak fondly of Garrison and sorely miss him on the show. In recent seasons, Gabe and Garrison Brown discussed the growing rift with their father, Kody. The situation certainly escalated after the pandemic started, but Garrison seemed to know it would only get worse. Read on to see the jaw-dropping moment one Sister Wives viewer shared online. Garrison Brown knew the family would split apart. As the Brown family children grow older, they appear on Sister Wives less frequently. However, Garrison and Gabriel Brown played pivotal roles in recent seasons. The brothers desperately wanted to bridge the gaps the pandemic created. Sadly, Kody and Robyn's side of the family seemed to pull away. Viewers wanted justice for the young men. As one viewer pointed out, Garrison Brown seemed to know their family was on the verge of crumbling for good. Eerily accurate analysis. From Garrison COVID rules, one Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit. They attached a haunting screenshot from a few seasons ago. Garrison and Gabriel are having a conversation about the family's future amid the pandemic and social distancing rules. "I'm hopeful," Gabe stars before his brother cuts him off. "The whole family is gonna fall apart," Garrison interjects. "We're done." Many Redditors came across the haunting scene in their own rewatches. In turn, they felt saddened. knowing the horrifying fate that awaited Garrison. Others expressed anger over how clearly the boys were hurting and how little support they received from their father. Kody was so cruel. Kody was letting the wives know, if you don't listen to me, I'm not coming around. It's your behavior that is keeping me from my kids. That is how Kody thinks. I will hurt your children if you don't listen to me. It's cruel. This breaks my heart. Quote, I rewatched some of the earlier episodes not too long ago and caught this comment and thought, wow. Did that kid see what was coming? The Garrison topic hurts me so much. Wish somehow he could have been stopped or saved from feeling like that was his only way out. In a new Sister Wives preview, star Meri Brown shows that she is on the prowl as she dives into looking for her dream man. Meri Brown has decisions ahead. In a new preview for Sister Wives, Meri Brown is laying the groundwork for getting back out. There, she says, I'm definitely open to finding a man. Additionally, she lets fans know that she doesn't intend to stay single forever. But she talks with Jen Sullivan about her dreams. Undeniably, things haven't gone as Meri planned. During the preview for Sister Wives, Meri Brown lets out a big sigh. She was hanging out with her bestie, Jen Sullivan, who immediately picked up on the stress behind the sigh. Jen says, I know that sigh. Then, Jen adds, you're like, I don't want to keep doing the B&B, I already know it. Seemingly, Jen hits the nail on the head and Meri admits, the B&B was never my dream. Jen groans and supports, it just made sense. Meri vacantly seems to reminisce about trying to convince Kody Brown and her sister wives that it was a good decision to buy the family house. At the time, they suggested it was only going to work if Lizzie's was run as a B&B. Christine Brown Woolley's mom, Annie Stevens, was going to manage it, but it didn't work out. They were concerned Meri's mom, Bonnie Ahlstrom, moving in would tie up a room that could potentially make money. Bonnie was great at assisting as an innkeeper before her death. Instead of owning a B&B, Meri confides in the preview that having the house was her dream, not the business. Jen congratulates her on achieving that dream and helps redirect her thinking to what is next. Jen Sullivan states, so you got that dream, so what's next? Then, Meri Brown, exhausted, says, oh, I don't know, I need to find a man. Jen gets a gleam in her eyes, grins, and says, a dreamy man. Likewise, Meri completely agrees and laughs as she repeats she is looking for a dreamy man. Jen gets a gleam in her eyes, grins, and says, a dreamy man. Likewise, Meri completely agrees and laughs as she repeats she is looking for a dreamy man. After Sister Wives star Meri Brown let Jen Sullivan know she was on a mission to find her new guy, she returned to the issue at hand. Meri said, I just need to figure out what to do with the house. Jen tried to offer a combined solution for both problems. She suggested Meri use the abundance of rooms in the inn to house her future husbands. Jokingly, she told her, you've got plenty of rooms though. You could have a man for every room. Meri Brown didn't seem into the idea of polygamy with her having multiple husbands, but it lightened the mood. Furthermore, she laughed at Jen's reverse polygamy idea. Although the clip doesn't show them resolving the issues, it highlights the comical relationship the two ladies have. Undoubtedly, Jen has no problems busting someone's chops, but she is also a great sounding board for Meri. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.